In life, many of us struggle with feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. We often feel that we are not enough, or that we don't measure up in some way. But what if there was a way to connect to our true selves and achieve true joy? In this video, we will explore the path to emotional liberation and finding genuine happiness. We will look at the difference between pleasure and true happiness, the benefits of acknowledging unconscious thoughts and behaviors, and how to access the quantum field through conscious awareness. By the end of this video, you will have the tools and techniques to reach transparency and find inner peace. As we get older, our attention shifts away from our inner selves and towards the external environment. This is a natural process that happens as we age, but it can have a negative impact on our mental and emotional well-being. When our attention is focused on things outside of ourselves, we develop an identity through places, people, and things that we come in contact with. However, when a person begins to experience everything life has to offer without having their feelings changed fundamentally by them, then it is the moment where their soul wakes them up to pay attention. At this point, individuals are left feeling empty or unworthy due to emotions developed from very early on in life, and they must make a choice as how to move forward. For some individuals, this may mean seeking novelty through purchases of material items or experiences, such as vacations, but for others, it requires looking inward at those same difficult emotions, which were initially avoided by maintaining a facade of an identity created externally. For example, if you grew up afraid of going down dark hallways, then you may construct your identity around avoiding such places. Once you let go of your old identity and allow yourself to be vulnerable, even if just for a moment, you will begin to feel more connected to your true self. This internal shift can be difficult at first, but it's an important step in the journey towards self-awareness and happiness. Considering that the majority of our identity is based on external sources, it's no wonder that many people struggle to find genuine happiness. Midlife crisis is a time where many individuals begin to look at their underlying feelings in search for meaning and purpose. Western society typically does not provide much structure for working through emotions, so oftentimes people turn to outside resources such as medication when feeling overwhelmed or debilitating emotions arise. However, as we look towards our thoughts, actions, and behaviors when feeling a certain way, it opens the door for energy liberation, which leads us closer to recognizing that true happiness comes from within us rather than something found externally. When we are able to move through our difficult emotions and break free from emotional bonds formed with others in search of contentment, this opens up the path for transparency, making room for genuine happiness without needing anything else other than oneself. Becoming aware of our beliefs surrounding painful experiences helps uncover blind spots, which can lead us closer towards gaining clarity about what makes us feel fulfilled. Releasing suppressed energies serves as a direct link towards being more open-minded in regards to one's inner truth, while also strengthening overall well-being. We all want to be happy, right? But is that really what happiness is? In many cases, people confuse pleasure with happiness. Pleasure is the result of accumulating things to feel good. For example, spending money on things we enjoy or trying new activities to see how they feel. This type of pleasure often fades quickly and isn't as fulfilling as true happiness comes from within. A self-organizing intelligence exists that seeks ways to make its nature our nature by becoming more loving, mindful, and willful. This intelligence exists within each of us, and it's always looking for ways to experience joy and fulfillment in our lives. However, when we seek change externally instead of internally, we prevent ourselves from experiencing true joy and the natural state of being. When this happens, we often use external distractions or possessions as a way to avoid feeling pain or sadness. So what can you do to experience more happiness in your life? Start by processing your emotions in the present moment, so that you can truly understand them. Also be sure to ask yourself, what do I want right now? Rather than what did I want, or what should happen. By doing this, you'll be on your way towards discovering true happiness, no matter what situation you find yourself in. If you've ever had the experience of feeling overwhelmed or out of control, then you know how powerful it can be to be able to identify and understand your emotions, thoughts, habits, and behaviors. However, identifying them can be a daunting task. This is where taking some time to observe comes in handy. By doing this, we become aware of what has been unconscious before and objectifies our subjective selves. This process of becoming conscious is called unlearning. It's a difficult process because it takes time and patience to undo the years of conditioning that our brain has received. However, by acknowledging our past self, we tap into greater levels of energy that allow us to be in control from here on out. Meditation can help rewire the brain in order for us to become familiar with our unconscious thoughts, as well as understand how we think, act, and feel when different situations arise. In addition, when we decide not to engage with our past self anymore due to being conscious of it, we tap into a greater level of energy that allows us to be in control from here on out. By practicing these techniques every day, we have the potential for achieving lasting change, no matter what life throws at us. We can no longer simply rely on our past experiences to inform how we approach the future. Rather, it is time for us to take action and move into a state of exploration. This requires us operating within a quantum model of reality, which suggests that we actively cause effects instead of succumb passively waiting for something outside ourselves to change something internal about us. This is why it is so important to explore the quantum model of reality in order to pursue desired outcomes. Specifically, people who desire abundance should focus more on feeling freedom. Those desiring relationships should focus on giving love. And people wanting success must first seek out empowerment, mystically moments of awe, healthy healing wholeness, preluding any tangible successes or wealth appearing externally from them. By doing this, you are setting yourself up for success by focusing on what you want, rather than relying on your past experiences. Quantum minds can experience visions of the future before they actually occur. These minds have the ability to transcend time and see things in a way that is much more accurate than what we experience in everyday life. This is why it's so important to have a clear intention and support it with appropriate thoughts, behaviors, and choices. When we strive for something yet do not accomplish it due to laziness or distraction by external stimuli, mediocrity takes its place instead of our initial goal. It can be hard to grow spiritually when faced with a challenge. After all, most of us thrive in chaos and uncertainty. When things get tough, it can be tempting to turn to our various forms of escapism in order to escape the pain. However, this approach is often ineffective and ultimately harmful. Instead, it is important for individuals to mentally and physically prepare themselves for spiritual growth. There are many ways that you can do this. One way is by staying conscious and aware of your surroundings at all times. This means being present in the moment, not letting your mind wander off into past experiences or fantasies. It can be difficult to stay focused on what's happening in the present moment, but if you practice daily, it will become easier over time. In addition, it is important for individuals to remain emotionally anchored to their past experiences. This means not letting those experiences rule your life or dictate your future decisions. If you remove yourself from situations where negative emotions are prevalent, you will have a better chance of progressing spiritually towards your true potential. Finally, remember that spiritual growth takes time and effort, but with patience and effort, anything is possible. The world we see around us is the result of the material that exists in our reality. This material is governed by an intelligence that we can access through our awareness, a self-organizing intelligence or quantum field. This field is what governs all of the matter in the world, and it's within us. To access this realm, people must take their attention off of their body, other people in their life, things they own, and where they live. This process allows them to bridge over into the quantum field as consciousness or awareness, rather than identify with certain aspects of themselves. The benefits of accessing this realm are vast and include improved health, more connectedness with others, increased creativity and productivity, and even spiritual enlightenment. If you're interested in exploring this realm further, start by focusing your attention on something specific for a few minutes each day, anything from your breath to a particular word or phrase, until you begin to notice changes happening within yourself. It's no secret that life can be busy and full of stress. For some, it can be difficult to find the time or energy to focus on anything else other than work and family. However, research has shown that there is another way, a path to transformation that requires only a little bit of time and effort. According to the research team behind this study, individuals can reach a moment of stillness and clarity where they're nobody, no one, nothing, nowhere, no time. This state is called transcendental meditation, and it requires the individual to quiet down the mechanisms that keep them plugged into three-dimensional realities, leading their brain waves to slow down into alpha and theta states. Once in this state, people are able to access subconscious realms, places inside their mind, where they can make significant changes in their lives. For example, one person discovered that they had been holding negative emotions from childhood within this subconscious realm. Through working with a healing circle made up of others, who were also seeking transformation, this individual was able to release these negative emotions completely and experience dramatic instantaneous changes in their life as a result. These findings suggest that it is possible for individuals not just to survive, but also thrive in today's fast-paced world. By utilizing techniques like transcendental meditation, you can create from fields rather than matter, allowing progress and positive change much faster than with traditional methods. So what are you waiting for? Start exploring the benefits of mindful stillness today. There's a concept out there called coherence healing, and it has the potential to bring about amazing miracles. Coherence healing is a form of energy medicine that works by connecting people in the quantum field. This field is often referred to as the quantum vacuum, and it's where all matter and energy exist in an inseparable state. When two individuals are connected in this field, they can begin to heal each other on a deep level. Overall, it is essential to remember that true happiness comes from within. By shifting our identity away from external sources and turning inward to address early experiences of inadequacy, we can explore the path to emotional liberation and find genuine happiness. We must become aware of our beliefs surrounding painful experiences in order to gain access to deeper levels of self-discovery and connection. Additionally, by exploring the quantum model of reality, we allow ourselves the potential for achieving lasting change. It is time for us to take action and move into a state of exploration so that we can pursue our desired outcomes with ease. God bless you all.